You can access the entire episode now on our website, forbiddenknowledge.news, Rokfin, Rumble, and all podcast platforms. I don't know if it's just because I'm aware of this bullshit, but the AI art, the AI films, even when computer animation just first started to become big in films, I checked out a bit because I thought it looked cheesy. It didn't elicit the same emotional response. It just wasn't the same for me, and this is happening across the board. The more they implement this AI and ChatGPT and this technology into our entertainment, the less of an emotional connection people are going to have, and I think more people are going to check out of it.
I agree. I mean, I don't get, I don't find much of it moving, especially the more synthetic it is, the less interesting it is to me. I mean, I think it's fun to play a video game every now and then. It's never been something that was a main focus of my life. It's just kind of one of many leisurely activities. But I think they really want people in not just living in the synthetic world, which you've already kind of done that with people spending most of their days on the internet, but now stepping that up to a new level of the, you know, modified reality. And then you'll have like the next phase, which is just full on, I guess, Matrix, Koompot or whatever. Like that's the next stage. So, but I totally agree with you. Like it's not, to me, it's kind of soulless. It seems flat and empty. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have, it doesn't move me. And I think good art is supposed to move you. It's supposed to resonate with the human experience, right? It resonates with commonalities that cross cultures and really all this AI stuff. It's just kind of smushing a bunch of things together. So it's kind of neat and funny in certain respects and what it can put together. But I mean, it's more like a trinket or a fad to me. I don't really see it as that interesting. As to how much this is going to take over, I don't know. I don't have any clear idea as to exactly what the end goal is or how far it's going to go. But I mean, I know what the end goal is ultimately, like with transhumanism and all that. But I mean, some people are thinking that ChatGPT and the AI they're rolling out is going to be just all of society is going to be revolutionized. I mean, I guess that's possible, but I mean, I've played around with it, and at least the public versions, they don't seem to be that interesting. Like, I mean, I asked it a question about me, and it was like literally got everything wrong about me. So I'm like, I don't think it's that advanced.
Some speculate that the whole ChatGPT is just going to be a way for search engines to not be able to bring us correct information and just stick with the narrative, so we won't be able to do our research anymore, right? That's
a great way to put it. I mean, I noticed that when I was asking ChatGPT, I played around with just one day to test it out, like a month ago. And I remember asking a bunch of different questions, and basically it was just like Google. So it's almost like instead of you do the search engine and then you have all these results that you pick from, it kind of like squashes them all together and gives you this paragraph of a summary. And that's not necessarily accurate, but I think you're absolutely right that the reason they really like it and why they're so interested in rolling that out is that it will summarize the official narrative and try to bypass people going to, it's just another layer, I guess you could say, of, you know, it used to be we would all go to websites to find information, and the search engine comes about to direct you to the website. Then they game the search engine to pick the websites. Then they introduce the big tech platforms that are another layer between you and the internet, right? So instead of you going to the website, it's Facebook with the links. Then Facebook can game and control the links, right? The next layer will be, oh, now you don't even, you just have your personal AI guru bot, which is probably what they'll roll out, like I wrote about that in the first book, the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a really relevant film. A lot of people overlook that film because it's kind of an art house film, and it's indie, and it's kind of slow, but it has a really important message with where everything's going. And that's because, you know, they said a long time ago, they're going to roll out basically a personalized iOS AI tutor bitch bot that's going to run your life. And that's just another layer between you and the external world, or, you know, real information. And that's what I think. I think you're spot on there, that's the key role it's going to play.
Now, I do see that already the the factor that they are attempting to replace actors and a lot of our entertainment with pure AI, it's already started. Do you think this is going to be an across-the-board thing with the movie and film industry where actors are going to be obsolete as well?
Yeah, they told us this in the movie. I mean, that's what they would like to have, for one, just because it's a lot cheaper, right? But
yeah.
If you watch that movie, The Congress, from 2010, 11, 12, somewhere in there, with Robin Wright from Princess Bride, that movie was telling us where we are now. I remember watching that when it came out, and I was like, this is it. This is the future. And I covered it in a lot of podcasts back in the day, because it was saying that the actors would have their, images and their body and their physique and their facial expressions, all that scanned in and digitized. And then in the movie, what happens is she signs over. She's playing herself as an actress in the movie, signing the rights of her image and her persona over to the studio, right? And then it fast forwards like 50 years or 30 years in the future, I forget what it is, and everybody lives in their VR headset,
yeah,
or whatever, and you only interact with the avatars that you have. And so Tom Cruise and Robin Wright and these different people exist in the future as their avatars, but movies are made right with the CGI. They don't have actors anymore. Actors are done with. So that's the movie's about that, and it presents a very dystopian critique of that future. So I like it in that respect. I just don't think that it's gonna. I mean, it's really, I guess, going to depend on how brainwashed the younger generation is, because you can brainwash people pretty heavily. And if they can be brainwashed into not knowing or recalling or having any experience with real art, it might be like that.
Yeah. Now let's go over some of your favorite examples of the revelation of what is happening, revelation of the method, if you will, of what's happening behind everything with Hollywood and TV entertainment. One of the best examples for me is when I watch Black Mirror. I'm just like, oh damn, this is possible. This could be happening next week. Some of the shit that they show on there. So there's a lot that's being revealed through Hollywood right now.
Yeah, I think the first couple seasons of Black Mirror were the best. Before it kind of went woke. I've not seen the new season of Black Mirror, so I don't really know.
I haven't. Yeah, it's gone there for sure.
Yeah, but I know in the first two seasons there was a lot of really predictive episodes where you had kind of like situations where one situation was like basically a giant reality show, and it was a courtroom of people judging you on the basis of whether you may or may not have even committed the crime. And it was like a theme park where it's the purge. I thought that was a really good episode. Then you have the episode where the guy is kind of trapped in a he's having to ride a bicycle and like tabulate up Pokemon points or some bullshit. I don't remember what it is, but that was a good one because he couldn't escape, even his little coon pod that he slept in. It was like pop-ups coming up in his apartment. You had to pay to have the pop-ups go away. And when he thinks he's escaped the Matrix, right? And that one is good because he ends up basically just getting a job as having a TV show within the Matrix. And then he gets an apartment where he can see the actual outside world, right? So basically, those two were good. The DARPA Dogs episode was good. There was a good episode where the guy was programmed to hunt human beings. So there's like a dystopian theme there. There's one of the episodes where the boyfriend is like an AI bot boyfriend that comforts you if you've lost a loved one. So I thought that, again, seasons 1 and 2 had a lot of really good episodes. And I did a really long, detailed essay analyzing a lot of the best episodes from 1 and 2, but I think that's. Oh, I forgot the pig. Remember the pig episode, which actually relates to David Cameron. The British Prime Minister actually did have a incident with a pig, which is bizarre, that came out.